Okay, so we're sailing around. Actually, there's a pirate over on the other side of Deadlight that's... He was trying to catch us, I think. When we sailed into the storm, that thing... Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Trying to make our way up to Dunnage up there. They're barking at chickens. They are barking at chickens. Tower. That way still? I think we're just going up here for a quest. There we go. So, speak with Captain Ferrante in Dunnage. Oh. It's me in his tower at the spider. So, what's her face that we were just talking to? She doesn't like this guy. We're supposed to spy on him. See how that goes. Should go well. When do we get our little pirate fortress?
Darn, I don't know what happened. I'm usually faster than that, I swear.
No one's that bad at Orland Slap. And I've played against some real sorry folk.
Maybe I'm just the sorriest of the lot.
Something tells me that ain't it.
My boat is my stronghold? I want a stronghold though. I don't trust my boat.
That can't be
Did
who
you
I think
catch the
it
new
is.
play by the peg leg performers yet? It's awful.
The Green Menace? That I did. Made me want to poke out my eyes.
Say I know your crew. I don't know who you are either.
Damn me for a buttered slice of hardtack. It's you, ain't it?
The pale elf squints at you and puffs on her pipe. Acrid smoke from the bowl wreathes her face. Do I know you?
Of course not. But I know you like I know the curve of my 11th toe.
11th toe, huh? She winks and shuffles closer.
The Watcher, captain of a mighty ship, god chaser and fiend slayer. Must be expensive sustaining a reputation like that, eh?
She rubs her fingers together.
I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name whose ships need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler.
She sticks the pipe in the side of her mouth and grins, showing a mouthful of yellow teeth. You're offering me a bounty. Where do I start?
You read me like a book, you do. Then let's talk business, eh?
She cranks her knuckles and grins.
You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold.
Sure, why not?
Of course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a Voyager early muster in the waters north of Nakataka and south of Sayuka. Avon?
Still, hunting Charnet. What business bounties do you have available? Where do you... Okay. Where do your bounties come from? She takes the pipe from her mouth and glances away, sighing through her nose.
Better if you don't ask.
Why not?
'Cause the dead fire's in a big, ugly power play, it is. And not everyone gets quartered for being in the game. One captain, she's a piece, standing 20 rounds distant from the real players. Another, he's a means to some unknowable end. Who's to say why they both need to die?
She gestures with a pipe in her broad, circular motion.
And the type of clients he pays for the red worker scuttling. They don't blow the gaff to the elf.
She points first at you and then back to her before wedging the pipe back between her teeth. Okay. What's in the barrel?
Got it.
A large fish-faced sailor sits on the dock's broad shoulders, hunched forward, back bowed. When he shifts, his blue-green skin ripples over his hulking muscles.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol, I can't even swing a sword accurately now. Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
What's your story? Here.
Andra's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
What's your story?
Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of entertainment for others?
He sighs heavily, big shoulders hunched.
I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see?
He waves one massive hand in front of his sightless eyes.
Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one will have me for work.
Well, what was the point of that? Other than he's a boatswain, which we kind of... Oh, a neglected pig. So it's a cat, right? Chauncey the neglected pig cat. +1 to dexterity. Party thing is... Enemy weapon attacks against you will graze rather than hit more often. Party-wide stuff. An enemy attacks against you graze rather than hit more often. So is that the party thing? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, big area.
On it.
Oh, another cat. So, Zorro. +1 to resolve, and gain bonus to resolve, and your party gains bonus reflex. You guys. Find a woman of early middle years dressed fine, dirty armor adorned with bright purple piping. A pair of long scars bisect her brow and jaw. Though she stands at ease, a nervous energy thrums through her.
Fair day, traveler.
She grinned broadly, a joyful twinkle lighting her eyes.
Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
Tell me about yourself.
Lady adventurer at your humble service. I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen.
Field.
The living lands most off, but the dead fire as well of late. And my goodness, if you think the dead fire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a lady of luxury's afternoon luncheon, in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that.
You often get into trouble then.
Oh, dear me, yes. Can't seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Aora, the skimps. If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all.
Get any good stories out of it, at least.
Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see?
She pulls back her hair and shows you her mangled ear. Looks like something's had a good chew on it.
Lost an entire research team along with the ear. Rather a long day, that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say I much agree. It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all.
Found her.
Found her, though. Mostly intact, even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it. Aye. But I do go on, don't I?
She laughs gaily, a hand splayed across her chest. Tell me about yourself. Could you teach me what you learned in your time exploring the living lands?
With pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all. I'm gonna pack your brain with so much knowledge, you're gonna have a headache for a week. All I need from you is 3,000 copper.
Stealth on with more metaphysics. Don't run into a whole lot of metaphysics, though. But this enhances our stealth, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. It's only money.
Excellent. Let's get down to business, shall we?
He starts first with a practical training, how to move silently through the bush, when and how best to hide, and how to step so as to muffle the sound of your feet. Satisfied, she moves on to a high-level explanation of various theories of knowledge. She seems to have quite a passion for epistemology, and goes on for an excruciating long time before at least sending on your way. Fix 13. I didn't have a level of stealth before, so that's good, I guess. You'd be sneakier. Okay, what about you? A trim man in practical, well-crafted leathers watches you from the corner of his eyes. When he catches you looking his way, his hand drifts casually to the dagger at his hip and lingers for a moment. Then he smiles, the corners of his hazel eyes crinkling with genuine warmth, and waves you over.
E così, traveler. Care to hear a tale?
He rubs thoughtfully at the stubble along his jaw.
Well,
Tell me about yourself.
I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age.
As Carlos speaks, his previously strong Valian accent begins to fall away, and his voice takes on the characteristic twang of the deerwood.
I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the republics. I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake.
Go on. He gives you a small smile and an easy shrug of his shoulders.
I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings. But they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the republics.
Serves you right. That's a shame.
Indeed. But I should have asked better questions of my employers. And now I'm here, kicking my heels in the Deadfire, where no one knows my name and with few prospects before me. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well. I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again.
Why do you speak like a Valiant?
It is good to blend in. All the better to observe the business of those around you, yes?
Can you teach me what you learned in the Valiant Republics?
Ark, you listen to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for, 3,000 copper?
Sleight of hand and diplomacy. Diplomacy's always good.
Well done.
Shows you a trick of lifting a man's coin purse from his belt. Between demonstrations, he also gives you tips for negotiating with even the most hard-headed of merchants. You thank him and turn away. Just as you're about to leave, he tosses a coin purse to you with a laugh.
You nearly forgot something.
The coin purse he tossed you is your own. Gimpy. So now he's got sleight of hand, but that's just going to help us do other stuff because Soul is our sleight of hand person. Diplomacy, though. Oh, I didn't realize that was an actual skill. Used to negotiate international blah. It's just. I thought, whatever. Ah, little town. Okay, so King's Coffin, Balefar Beacon, and Radiant Court. Guessing I don't know which way we're supposed to go. King's Coffin sounds like a fun place to visit. Pirate. Pirate. Dress. And, okay, let's talk to Dini first. I love this tavern. Well, that wasn't helpful. Here.
Leave it to me.
The wall is notched and scarred from countless knife throws that completely missed the target. Bunch of drunks in here, it sounds like.
Is that you? What's it been? 5 years?
I don't know who you are, do we? Oh, she was our barbarian in Pillars of Eternity 1. She was the barbarian.
Life's been good. I keep on my feet and never stay in one place too long. Say what you want about pirates, but these Principi know how to have a good time. Sure, my money's on Rauatai, but I've avoided the Brass Citadel. Not interested in settling in, you know? I'll probably stay a little longer. There's plenty of work for a mercenary after all. Seeing you means something big on the horizon, and time for me to move on. Thanks to you, I'm sleeping well. I hope you are too. Take care. Life's been good. I keep on my feet and never stay in one place too long.
Easy as pie.
You're an idiot. Wait a minute, wait an hour. Alive, dead, it makes no difference at all.
I've pulled plenty of gold teeth. I know the right way of it.
Maybe I'll pull your teeth just to prove you wrong.
What do you know? It really does make no difference. You, out.
Hit the guy for no reason.
Reckon that's one way to settle an argument.
Hey, that loot though. Mouth char. Apparently nobody cares. Though slightly frayed around the edges, the sailcloth has been carefully cleaned and maintained. At the bar, you find a tall man with salt gray hair and strikingly bright blue eyes. His face sports a handful of long scars that continue down his neck and disappear beneath the collar of his shirt. He looks up from wiping down the counter when you approach and gives you a broad, disarming smile.
Haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the King's Coffin.
His smile is wide enough to show his bright white teeth, but his light eyes remain cold and flinty.
What can I do for you?
Your tavern looks like an old ship.
Figured that out all on your own, did you?
He winks.
You're right, though. Inherited an old dhow from my dad when he passed. Right piece of shit it was, too. Realised I was bound to make more coin turning her into a tavern than letting her rot in her berth. What do you want?
You stock position, select around the room. Got any regulars looking for a split adventure? You know, sailors work. I need a crew. Wanted to ask you something else.
So long as you don't mind pirates, sure.
Members. He's a navigator, so Expert helmsman. So what does a level 3 get us? There. So our helmsman is... He's level 2. But he's a boatswain, so... It's not working that way. Somebody we actually really need. And he's not selling anything good, so... Anybody else to talk to? Oh yeah, these guys over here.
If you're enjoying my performance, tips are welcome but not required. Thank you, loyal patron.
Voice monotone, the wizard examines her nails as she speaks. A hand on her hip, she cocks her head as she waits for you to speak. Doesn't look like you're enjoying yourself.
I work for a handful of pyres per day. How could I find enjoyment in that?
How did you end up among these pirates?
I was playing dice and gambled on a sure thing. It turned out not to be such a sure thing, and now Harker owns my arse until I can pay off the debt.
Hey Jeff, welcome back. She sounds like me sometimes. I sound like her, she sounds like me.
Of course, I started off owing him 250, and even though I've paid that twice, now I'm in the hole for 700. The interest rate, this uniform, my food and drinks, they all got added onto my tab at the end of the day.
Here's a copper.
Oh, thank you, patron. I'll be debt-free in no time.
Despite her words, she doesn't actually sound appreciative. In fact, she rolls her eyes as she tucks the coin into her pocket. Are you trying to say that's how I sound like, Jeff? Do I need to take some voice lessons on how to, or at least voice acting lessons? You find a lanky blonde elf flipping through a book of Adherent poetry by the artist Silba. His armor is well worn and well kept, and bears on its breast the image of a double-headed eagle holding a sword and crown. Looking more closely, you notice that with his free hand, he's picking a padlock. Or do you mean the whole blah 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 thing? I haven't been doing the blah 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 thing. I feel bad.
Hello. May I help you?
He catches you looking and gives you a shy smile.
Need anything?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm not sure what there is to tell. I'm a man of adventure, mostly.
Have you had any that would make a good story?
A few. More than I could share in a night, to be sure. There is one that's close to my heart. It led me to my love.
He nods, please.
I was on an expedition into the backwoods of Red Seras when I came across an abandoned town. To my great surprise, I found a tremendous hoard of books in the town priest's cottage.
What's surprising about that?
The Red Serans are conservative folk, more so even than the Adherents. They don't have much use for reading that doesn't come from one of the holy texts of the Church of Aethys. And what a selection of books it was. Every subject represented, even some questionable ones. I couldn't help but help myself to them. I took as many as I could carry, and I can carry quite a bit. Read them all cover to cover and learned a lot too. I tired soon of wandering, so I settled in a small town in the Deerwood and became a tutor for a noble family. Fell in love with the governess, naturally, and I stayed. For a while.
And what?
Well...
He rubs at the back of his neck and looks away a moment.
I felt a stirring in my bones one day. I can't explain it. I just woke up, caught sight of the horizon, and had to go. I left my lady wife right there in our marital bed.
He sighs deeply. A look of longing flits across his face, and he stifles it with a quick frown.
I don't know what's waiting for me out here in the Deadfire. But I have hope this will be my biggest adventure yet.
Can you teach me what you've learned on your travels?
Well, you listened to my long tale. I suppose you are owed a trick or two. For the low price of 3,000 copper.
Explosives and mechanics. That doesn't really help us, does it? Just me not
Much obliged.
He digs through his pack and pulls out several locks he's found in his travels. He proceeds to put you through your paces, timing how quickly you complete each lock, then demanding that you do it again and faster still. Satisfied you become a deft hand, he shows you how to build a small explosive with black powder, parchment, and twine. Once you've demonstrated you can create the explosive without getting yourself or anyone else blown up, he wishes you good luck and tells you to get going. So Gimpy's going to be the all-around talent person. Explosive. Oh, Gimpy already had 2 levels of explosive somehow. Mechanics now. Next. Pietro.
Oh, God have mercy on me.
Hunched on his hands and knees, quivering and drenched in sweat, the pirate lets out a pain-filled groan.
Lost my God's damn soul and stupidity. Andre, save me now.
What's wrong with you?
My ship was attacked and boarded by pirate hunters. Didn't know if we'd be able to get away, so I swallowed down my most valuable possession, Gutty's black tear, a gemstone about the size of my fist.
And you swallowed that.
Of course now it ain't coming out of either end. Been trying all manner of foul concoctions to no effect on account of my stomach being too strong. Years of sailing the storm-racked seas will do that to you. I started feeling an intense pain 2 days ago. I think I might be dying. I can't even crawl no more.
Yes, it's truly, truly outrageous to have swallowed a gem of that size. What can I do to help? If I help you out, then I want the gem. What if I just punch you really hard in the stomach? That might push it out. Just keep yourself pointed away from me. That could explode at any moment. If I help you get it out, I want the gem.
You can take it. What I used to think was a blessed treasure has become my curse. Any price is worth getting it out of me. Rosanella's got a stand in the Radiant Court. She's been supplying me with some experimental concoctions, tweaking them after. Tell her the last one actually came close to working.
Radiant crown, huh? Booth is cozy and quiet, perfect for discreet games. That's what I want you to think. Through bags of prunes works wonders. Not the wonders you want, though.
Pretty good, huh?
Shit, don't.
There. Done.
A lot of money in there.
I trust you.
A lot of money in there.
What do we have here?
Young man dressed in skin-tight leathers gives you a quick once-over. He must like what he sees because he smiles wide, his lips just parted.
How can I ease your troubles, friend?
What do you do here?
I surprise and delight the client.
Great.
My speciality's oils. Full-body rub-downs, right? Fit to leave you limber, clear-headed, and free of the stresses of hard living. I got other skills, of course, should you be looking. And all for a measly 200 piles.
Yep.
My.
Aren't you a handsome one?
The older woman looks you up and down and smiles, revealing several gold teeth.
Did you need help with something, my dear?
And what do you do?
Isn't it obvious? I entertain, of course.
Does a little shimmy and breaks off with a laugh.
It'll cost you 50 pyres, naturally. And don't let the wrinkles fool you. I'm still young at heart, and I've got more experience than most.
That's okay.
Will do.
Blanket is stained with what you hope is dried ale. So, trick. More STDs. Shh.
Hmm? Time to see.
How do we get him? We just take this stuff in front of him? I mean, can't possibly go wrong, right?
Sure.
Oh, this isn't it anyway. This is what.
My eyes are peeled.
We just blind him? And pickpot will be observed. Demon, who are you?
Go pester someone who cares.
I care.
Time to see and not be seen.
How long is she gonna stand here? Very long.
My eyes are peeled. Why not?
Oh no, I've been caught stealing. Lost reputation with the moderate. But how much money did you get? Oh, it doesn't even tell you how much money you get. We're up to 79,000, so it was a little bit. You had only like 30 or 40 when we got here. I'm sure it's fine. It's not like the pirates are gonna hate us, right? So, current effects, efficiency, abilities, blah, blah, blah. No reputations. Oh, tree. Oh, we're at -4 now. Collapse to the ground failure, blah, blah, blah. So that was kind of a painful thing. How bad is it, though? I'm guessing we might be in trouble. We'll see. Reading court. Is that where this that person was working, right? To get the stuff to get that gem out of that guy's stomach. Down there? Iron get. Okay. So at the reading corn about a medical concoction. So Rosanella.
You half-masted sot. She's got to be 90 years old.
You steep.
Nope.
Sandra's gills. There's no hope.
Hope for what?
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here.
What can I stock you up with today?
We're good on food, so there's nothing. Good.
That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one.
Arms flailing wildly before her, the stage performer shoos the other actors from the set.
A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything. My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm.
She ticks the points on her fingers.
We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks. But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off.
What's your play about?
Only the biggest thing to hit the Deadfire since the Valian Trading Company started hunting us like sea hounds. I'm talking about Aethus storming through the archipelago and capsizing nearly a whole fleet of our ships.
What would you need to improve the play?
A better Aethus, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troop. I'm still not very convincing, even when I bother to dye my skin blue. Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for that role, but she got herself into debt and has a new job at the King's Coffin.
Yeah, we met her. I'll help you.
Really? Well, that's great. Then we could...
Abruptly, her eyes narrow, her dark brows furrowing with heavy suspicion.
Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this?
I don't see anyone else helping you, do you? I expect a cut of the profits, of course. I'd really like to see how the play turns out. I don't see anyone else helping.
Right. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
She strokes one of her bushy eyebrows thoughtfully.
I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethus. I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana, at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethus.
Hi, Ader.
Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
I can fill both positions, you know. Don't know why I need to run around town looking for people.
Leave it to
My
me.
old captain was a drinker. The day he was born to the day he died. Always he was rail thin. He wound up with a wooden leg, 26 ships and a bilious fever. Sunrise is a woe, doves. The coming horizon is a sea-sized ruin.
Skits glance to the side and a bout of jaunty music brackets up. Oh, I know who I need to talk to. I'm just saying I have those 2 people who could play those parts right here in our party. Just saying.
And they wailed to us.
First thing you notice about this man is the nature of his attire, loud and clashing reds and purples, bright as peacock. On second glance, you see that he's tall and lanky, boyishly handsome in an unkempt way, with a trim beard and a friendly smile. He hums a little tune to himself as he watches the passerby.
My good sir, hello.
He gives you a frightfully cheery wave and beckons you closer.
Whatever might I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor.
He says the last bit with a flourish and takes an extravagant bow.
Stage, tavern, street corner, they are as much my home as where I lay my head at night. So, I travel Eora, looking for opportunities to share my gifts with the grateful masses, wherever that may lead me.
You make a lot of money doing that?
Oh, goodness, yes, loads of it. I've been known to joke that I'm less a man than I am a walking bank, for all the coin that I carry. The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary lives. Yes, you could say we're doing the gods' work.
As he speaks, you notice that the toes of his soft boots are worn thin. A closer inspection reveals that his robes are unraveling at the hems and are well patched at the elbows, too. You're broke, aren't you? Your generosity is inspiring. Look, inside.
How dare you? But you're not wrong, to my great chagrin. Times have been tough of late, what with the giant statues smashing up the place, and few in the Deadfire have coin to spare besides. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating a foreign dignitary. Damn fools don't understand the blistering wit of my satire, I tell you. I had to learn to protect myself as a result, though I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more than fighting off wolves or throttling a thief with designs on my satchel. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I could talk myself out of nearly anything, you know.
Sure can talk, I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. I must say it's gratifying to be recognized for one's talents.
He can talk, but he's not very smart
All
at
things
listening.
being equal, I'd much rather recite a sonnet than swing an axe. But a man's got to make his way in the world any way he can.
Teach me about what you've learned.
I would be honored. But a man needs to make a living, you know. So, for my services,
Where's his 3,000?
how about 3,000?
Bluff and streetwise. Sure, why not? We got the money.
Fantastic. Let's get to it then.
His training is idiosyncratic. He starts by describing a character he'd like you to play. A street tough, an embittered sailor, a noble in the throes of a tantrum. Then he recites lines to you, asking that you recite them back in the attitude of your character. He then shows you how to use those characters to trick people into giving you what you want. When you show him you've got it, he gives you a wide smile and bids you farewell.
Put down anchor, breed, and don't loot so much. But when should we lot? Where
stuff.
and how could we sail? Drink small, doves, and you may drop, sinking Aora's
Here's
last
this go.
ship 3 stars before the burning. The morning is a blight, lovesome. The morrow is a pus-filled boil.
Treasure trove, I bet it's not. Good evening. The Mesa.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor.
A strapping godlike blinks between the swollen, crusty tumors lining her eyes. Her lips crack, weeping a sappy substance as she speaks.
Always. It's a pleasure to meet another of our kind.
She extends a black-scaled hand to shake yours. Yummy.
Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
Oh, look at that stuff. Squid's Grasp. So, a legendary rapier. Sun and Moon. What is this? Oh, it's a flail. Iridescent scale. This is medium armor. Elemental disruption plus 10 all defenses against electricity, fire, blah, blah, blah. Coalescent forces grants Conjurer greater blight. Mirror back. Mirror black. Weave 10% chance to reflect against spells. Visual refraction, plus 5 deflection against ranged weapons, plus 2 to stealth. Sounds like a soul slicer type item. Void Ward. A ring. Soul Barrier. Minus 25% raw damage taken. Black and core. Plus 2 corrode armor rating. It's a ring? It's a ring. Death denied. Grants death denied. That's the one where you come back to life, right? Sorry. Wearers immune to constitution afflictions while they carry one or more injuries. Ouch. That only thing. Once per rest. Oh, 5 uses total, though. Torque of intellect. So the armor. The shop for that one, I think. Or sorry, let's see what we have. What did I just buy? You picked up the stuff. No, it's a necklace. Damn it. Oh, no, that's okay. It's Constitution Intellect, so that's good for him. He's not wearing a cloak. He's got a funny hat on, but got the 1 intellect. Extra hit points. We'll get the intellect for her too. Because intellect affects size of spells, right? Or area effects, sorry. Area effect and ability duration. And willpower. Okay. She's sort of smart. Gonna have to go back to the bar and go find those people who work at the show. Coffin? Things spinning. Well, don't drink so much.
Hello, Gimpy.
Welcome
It is time
back,
to take a break.
patron. I
Go
so
check on the
hope you
docks.
enjoy the performance.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Okay, welcome back. Hand on her hip, blah, blah, blah. Calandra needs help with your
I'd
play.
be happy to go back working for her, except I owe Harker over there a good deal of money.
Turks her head toward the far end of the bar.
Stupid dice went cold at the wrong time. Until I pay him what I owe, 700 pyres, I'm not going anywhere.
Here you are.
Don't give it to me, give it to Harker. And knowing him, he'll tack on a few extra expenses just to spite me. I can't fathom why you're doing this, but I thank you all the same.
I'm a nice guy. Okay, well, we'll deal with this when I get back from break, because I do need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, because I'm just about out of water. So, that's it. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.